Today guys, we are doing another garage build in GTA 5. In the past, we've done a Bugatti garage, a Ferrari garage, and a Lamborghini garage, but today we are going to be building a Porsche garage in GTA Online. If you guys want to check out those other episodes I've done in the past, the links are down below in the description. This massive beachfront mansion has 6 garage slots for 6 awesome cars. So as always, I hope you go on to enjoy the video, and without further ado, let's get into it. To start things off, we're going to be taking the Fisker 811. It's a pretty nice car, but I do wish it was released a little bit further into the lifespan of GTA Online because I think Rockstar could have done a bit better of a job customizing it. As you guys know, it is based off of a Porsche 918 Spider in real life, and obviously that is an incredible car. So obviously it's pretty incredible in GTA 5. It has an extremely high top speed, definitely above the average supercar, which is pretty great. It only cost $1.135 million, which is a pretty decent price for a car that can reach speeds of 132 miles per hour. The one thing I'm not a huge fan of about this car specifically is the lack of customization room. I feel like we should have been able to customize it a lot more. We barely have any customizations available for it, which kind of sucks because I love customizing cars, but overall this build I think looks pretty damn nice, and it's going to fit in pretty damn well at the garage. So we're going to park the 811 right over here in the corner spots. Like I said, I think the car looks pretty phenomenal. The only thing I would want is some more customizations available for it. Next up, we have the stunning Comet Retro Custom. This is definitely one of my all-time favorite Benny's vehicles in GTA Online. I think Rockstar did a phenomenal job at creating this car in GTA 5. It cost a total of only $745,000. As you know, you purchase the regular Comet for $100 grand, and then you get the Comet Retro Custom upgrade fee for $645,000. So that's a pretty decent price. Obviously, you're going to be putting most of the money into the upgrades because this car has a ton of them, which I really love. Lots of customization room, and it's very rare for you to see another Comet Retro Custom that looks identical to yours because of how many customizations there actually are for this car. It has a top speed of 121 miles per hour, which is pretty decent. It's definitely not some crazy top speed, and it does go pretty fast, but when I look at this car and I drive it, I'm really not driving it for the performance. I'm driving it because of how it looks. But it does handle really, really well, and obviously I absolutely love driving it, and I have to say, this build that I did here I think looks pretty amazing. Most of the time I would make some custom colors to go along with this, but not everybody has access to them, so I'm just using the regular GTA colors for this garage build. But I have to say the car looks pretty great, and it's going to fit in pretty well at the garage. We're going to take this thing and park it right next to the 811. I have to say both these cars are looking pretty damn nice, but I do like the customization a little bit more on the Comet Retro Custom, but I have to say that gray on the 811 looks pretty damn nice. Anyways, let's jump into the next car. Next up, we have the Comet S2. Now, I've loved this car since it came out with the Los Santos Tuner DLC update a little while ago in GTA Online, and I was debating about pulling the Comet S2 Cabrio into this, but honestly, I like the customizations more on the Comet S2, which of course is one of the big perks. You could really customize this car like you can with most of the LS Tuner vehicles. Now, in terms of the pricing, it is the most expensive Porsche in GTA Online, costing $1,878,000, which is crazy, but it is also pretty fast, hitting speeds of 123 miles per hour. I am still somewhat surprised that the Cabrio version of this car hits speeds of 129 miles per hour. Doesn't really make too much sense to me, but either way, the Comet S2 is a truly beautiful vehicle with tons of modifications. There is one build that I like to do for this car specifically, and that's the build that you're seeing here today. I think it looks awesome, and one of the best parts about it is no matter what color you put on it, it'll look great with this. But you might have to change the livery up depending on how dark the color is. But I have to say, this build looks absolutely phenomenal, and I will forever love the look of this car. We're going to take this thing and park it right over here on the other side of those other two Porsches, and now it's time to hop into the next car. Next up, we have the Fisker Neon. This is an amazing vehicle. I've loved it since the day it was released with the Doomsday heist a long time ago in GTA Online, and I have to say Rockstar did an outstanding job at customizing it. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like the look of this car more than the actual Taycan in real life, but that's just my opinion. Now this car cost a total of $1.5 million and hits a top speed of 114 miles per hour, but if you are taking this thing to the airport and doing some drag races with it, you will beat out most of the sports cars in GTA Online and a lot of the supercars, because of course it is electric and it can compete with cars like the Cyclone. Obviously it's not going to beat it, but it can definitely compete. It's a pretty amazing car. The only issue is it doesn't have a ton of customizations, but at the same time, you really don't need to customize the car too much. I think it looks pretty perfect the way it is, and I have to say this build looks pretty damn amazing. So we're going to park this thing right over here next to the Comet S2. Comment down below, what is your favorite Porsche to drive in GTA Online? For me, I have to say it's got to be the Comet Retro Custom. Next up, we have the Comet SR. This is another pretty amazing car that I have to say looks pretty damn beautiful stock. You could literally just throw some window tint on there and you're pretty much good to go. The one thing I'm not a huge fan of about this car is the customization room. If you guys were to go out and buy a bunch of Porsches in GTA Online, and then let's say you upgraded the Growler, the Comet S2, the Comet Safari, and the Comet Retro Custom, and then you go and upgrade the Comet SR, you're not going to see any customizations. Like, there are obviously a couple, but there really isn't anything compared to the S2 and the Growler and, like I said, a couple other Porsches. This car doesn't even have any livery options available for it, which kind of sucks. It reminds me of pretty much the regular Comet, which isn't the worst thing, but I mean, I love customizing cars in GTA Online, and I think this car looks great, but it would look a lot better if we had some more customization options. Anyways, the car only costs $1.14 million and hits a top speed of 122 miles per hour. I kind of did a different take on the build for this car, and I have to say, I think it looks pretty damn nice. We're gonna park this thing all the way over here on the other side of the garage. Like I said, I think the car looks pretty damn beautiful. It would just be nice to have some more customization options. Let me know what you guys think of that down below in the comment section. Just before we jump into the next car, let's take a look at this video's sponsor, Grand RP. Have you ever wanted to play GTA 5 as a police officer, or as a doctor, or as a gang member, or drive hundreds of different real cars? If so, check out Grand RP, one of the best roleplay servers in the world. If you click the link down below in the description, when you join, you get $25,000 in-game completely free. And finally, we have the Fisker Astron. This definitely is not my favorite Porsche in GTA Online. It did just come out recently with the Contract DLC update, and I have to say, it does not look that good. I think Rockstar could have done a much better job at creating this car in GTA Online. I feel like it looks like a 2010 version, and it does not look anything like what a modern Porsche look like. Even when you upgrade it, it really just doesn't look all that great comparing it to the other Porsches that we have in GTA Online. It's definitely not a bad vehicle though. It does cost $1.5 million, and it has a top speed of 119 miles per hour, but of course if you play on PS5 and you decide to purchase the Fisker Astron, just know, if you want to upgrade it to the custom HSW version, you will have to buy the Fisker Astron Custom, which means you'll have to spend an additional $1.7 million in order to do that, which I think is the stupidest thing ever, and personally, it made me hate the car a lot. And obviously Rockstar Games. But I have to say, the build we did here I think looks pretty great. I would like to customize it a little differently, but honestly the liveries just didn't line up with what I wanted, but I have to say, it definitely does not look terrible. We're going to park this thing right next to the Comet SR in this part of the garage, and that's going to pretty much wrap it up. We have finished our Porsche garage build in GTA Online. Out of all of the cars in this garage, comment down below which one you guys think looks the nicest. Personally, I have to say that Fisker Neon looks absolutely stunning, and I would even drive that exact car in real life. I think it looks truly beautiful. But then I also have to say the Comet S2 and the Comet Retro Custom are pretty damn nice as well. The other cars look pretty great, but honestly, we don't have too many customizations available for any of them. Anyways, that is pretty much going to wrap the video up for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you went on to enjoy it. Like I said, the other garage builds I've done in the past are linked down below in the description, so check them out if you are interested. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and with that said, I will catch you guys in the next video.